inspection of parade by the review officer, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Joining him for inspection is the Acting Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufo-Dampare, the Commandant of the Police Academy, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ofe Lomote. Taking sounds from the police band, a beautiful rendition of the song Ma Omei Munsam. On parade this morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, 129 graduates with support from the police band, the police mounted squadron, and 2 escort contingents. His Excellency now moves to inspect the police band. The band Director, Chief Superintendent of Police, Dr. Frank Hukpoti, receives His Excellency and aids in the inspection of the band. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana Police Band, initially known as the Gold Coast Police Band, is the premier band of the Ghana Police Service. The central band in Accra serves as the headquarters of all of the regional bands in the Ghana Police Service, established by an Act of Parliament in 1917 and decreed in 1918. It is one of the oldest of the martial bands and a professional musical organization in Ghana. Presently, it comprises of the ceremonial brass and dance pop bands. The police band is also known popularly as the state ceremonial band because of its historical connection with the state. Today, the band performs with local and international musicians at approximately 500 events every year, including presidential inaugurations, state dinners, banquets, parades, as we're witnessing, concerts, state funerals, social events, and more. The inspection of parade is over. Would have the parade commander seek permission to continue with drill exercises.
Mr. President, inspection over. May I have your permission to carry on with the rest of the parade, Mr. President? Thank you, Mr. President.
Parade Commander, Cadets Officer Alison Raji Atsuluk has just been granted permission by the review officer, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to continue with the parade.
Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to appreciate our media partners.
Troop!
Ladies and gentlemen, in appreciating our media partners, we are pleased to announce that we have Ghanaian Times here present, Daily Guide, Home-Based TV, The New Independence, Atinka TV and FM, City TV and FM, Graphic, Net2 TV, Information Services, TV Africa, UTV, Adinkra and Adishiman TV, GH1 TV, and Accra FM.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana Police Service Band on a slow march, trooping to prepare the grounds for drill exercises to begin. Breathtaking sounds from the Ghana Police Service Band, a rendition of the song Okui by Yao Sapon. The band director, Chief Superintendent of Police, Dr. Frank Hukwati, is supported this morning by the Deputy Director of Music, ASP, Mr. Felix Ofe-Osemawa, Bandmasters, Chief Inspectors Mensa Eben Hazer and Stephen Taichu, Drum Majors, Inspector Daniel Ada, Policewoman Inspector Vivian Agbayenu, Police Woman Sergeant Haruna Shamira, and Policewoman Lance Corporal Eunice Sawa Adase. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the band displaying a formation coexistence. As the Ghana Police Service, we hold the mandate to ensure the internal security of the nation. We appreciate the role played by the civilian community. Coactively, we promote peace within the communities through performance of our official duties. Security, as we all know, is a shared responsibility, and therefore meaningful peace is built on the balance of individual rights and the rule of law. This is the formation you have just witnessed by the police band, coexistence.
Ladies and gentlemen, the display by the central band indicates we are surely going to be entreated with a very colorful parade this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the men on parade.
October 2021, it's a Friday, and on my own behalf and on behalf of my co-commentator, we wish to welcome you once again to the 50th graduation parade ceremony here at the National Police Training School, Tesano-Accra. My name, DSP Juliana Obeng, Director Public Affairs, Greater Accra Regional Police Command, and ASP Mr. Victor Dosu of the Public Affairs National Directorate.
In close of day, much show day. Out. Whoa! 3 rocks. Red will march fast in slow and break into quick time. By the right, slow, march.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's show some appreciation. Great minds at work. Great minds at work. Shortly would have these graduates form an Edinkra symbol, Eban. Edinkra symbols are originally created by an Akan tribe in Ghana to reflect the realities of life. Eban, which literally means fence, reflects a symbol of love, safety, and security. A home that has a fence around it is always considered an ideal residence. The symbol represents the safety and security provided by the Ghana Police Service to the nation. In Ghana, the police service serves as a fence for the nation because it provides for its internal security. Internal security, you will agree with me, is an important component for growth and development of every nation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the formation of a band and a Dinkra symbol reflecting love, safety, and security.
Round of applause for the men on parade, ladies and gentlemen.
At the tail end of the Edinkra symbol, a band is the number 50 in celebration of a golden anniversary. It is a golden jubilee, a milestone, an accomplishment in life. These graduating officers are the 50th officers to graduate from this enviable institution, the Ghana Police Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those following us live on Facebook are experiencing a beautiful aerial view of this parade, courtesy drones deployed and operated by the ICT Directorate of the Ghana Police Service, supported by the social media and photography teams of the Public Affairs Directorate of the Ghana Police Service.
On parade this morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Police Mounted Squadron unit of the Ghana Police Service, which was established in the year 1940 by the colonial masters. The colonial administration at the time purchased 8 horses from Nigeria to form the Mounted Squadron here in Accra. But unfortunately, one died whilst backing at Lagos. On the 10th of June 1940, the remaining 7 horses were installed at the stables built close to the beach behind the Christiansburg police station. Currently, the Ghana Police Mounted Squadron unit The Ghana Police Mounted Squadron unit has 24 strong horses and 4 young horses under the command of DSP Mrs. Mary Claire Agamba, who happens to be the first female officer commanding the unit since its formation in the year 1940. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, 129 graduates at the 50th Cadet Officers Graduation Ceremony here at the National Police Training School, Tesano-Accra. Contingent 1, ladies and gentlemen, is under the command of Cadet Officer Augustine Awa, with supernumerary Isaac Kofi Editim and Peter Ankoma Boache. Contingent 2 is under the command Officer Cadet Dr. Christabel Dina Oforiata, with supernumeraries Cadet Officer Ernestina Mark 3 and Cadet Officer Venice Corte Papafio. Contingent 3 is under the command of Cadet Officer Beatrice Sintim Korea, with supernumeraries Cadet Officers Fredria Acheman and Ibrahim Mohammed.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that this is undoubtedly a splendid display of drill work here on the parade grounds this morning. A round of applause for the men on parade. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to be disciplined to be able to undergo this kind of training. A round of applause for the men.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the 8 horses on parade. Our crime fighter, who is 5 years old, ridden this morning by Arisam Bawasanda. Asantilo is 10 years old, ridden this morning by Sergeant David Alanga. Step by Step is 11 years old and is being ridden by Constable Pakorabi Latif. Nagbewa is 6 years old and is being ridden by Constable Edward Ajelim. The others are Togbi Siri, who is 5 years old, ridden this morning by RSM Samuel Ofori. Moonlight, 5 years old, driven this morning by Sergeant Karim Mahama. Princess is 9 years old, ridden this morning by Sergeant Abagana Nuhu. And Integrity, who is 8 years, ridden this morning by Sergeant Eric Nunu.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is very colorful.
Indeed, this is an arresting display by cadet officers and the police band. Of course, not forgetting the police mounted squadron and the escort contingents.
like to announce the presence of Professor of Anesthesiology and Critical Care in Teaching Experience, Professor Yaoble Edujemfi. He is a senior specialist at the Focus Hospital. We also have here present Ambassador Dr. Mrs. Mokowa Ble Edujemfi.
We continue to say a very big thank you to all of you on behalf of the chairman of the planning committee, Commissioner of Police.
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is worthy to note that the graduates this morning have undergone training for a period of 9 months at the police academy. No wonder they are displaying this splendid display of drill skills. A round of applause for them once again.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we continue to welcome you on behalf of the chairman of the planning committee, Commissioner of Police, Mr. Patrick Atampugui Akogo, the Director General, National Protection Directorate, Ghana Police Service. Want to at this moment, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, touch base with members of the planning committee who have done marvelously well. Commissioner of Police, Mr. Frederick Edu Enim, Director General, Human Resource Department. Deputy Commissioner of Police, Dr. Ebenezer Ewuzi Emim, Medical Director, Ghana Police Hospital. Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Enoch Edichumediako, DG Services. Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Francis Abuajinyako, Director General, Motor Traffic and Transport Department. Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Michael Nketia Frimpong, Deputy Director General Finance. Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Osei Asibe Ahenken, Director Logistics. Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Dako Ofe Lemote, Commandant, Police Academy. Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Joshua Cobson, Director Logistics. Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ahen Akwesi Ano, Director Operations. Chief Superintendent of Police, Mr. Frank Kwashi Hupati, Director Band. Chief Superintendent of Police, Mr. Samuel Stephen Okuno, Directing Staff. Chief Superintendent of Police, Mr. Philip Atsiasia, Director Protocol. Superintendent of Police, Mr. Charles Esiameje. Superintendent, Mr. Alexander Obey, Director Public Affairs. Superintendent, Miss Grace Ansan Akrofi, Deputy Chief of Staff, and Superintendent Mr. Edu Echampo Ajamai in charge of the parade. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show some appreciation to this wonderful display by the graduates, the mounted squadron, the police band, and the escort contingents. Shortly, we'll have the parade advance in review order for the presentation of awards and the address by the review of...
Right! Right will advance in review order. Order!
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to especially acknowledge the presence of the Greater Accra Regional Minister and Member of Parliament for Ayawasu Central, Honorable Henry Korte.
National salute! Mr. President, drill display over. May I have your permission to carry on with the act of standing the parade to at ease for the presentation of awards and delivery of speech, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Ladies and gentlemen, indeed, they have actually demonstrated that they have actually trained very well. A round of applause for them once again.
Update! Raid! Start! Ice!
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Inspector Alasan Abdullah is stepping forward to call upon award! Yes! To the front!
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I now humbly invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces to do us the honor of presenting award to these award winners. Thank you, sir. The first award, Commandant Special Award, going to Cadet Officer Emmanuel Osei. The Commandant Special Award is a leadership award given to a cadet officer who diligently served during his stay at the academy. It is a noble award given to an officer who exhibits the most charisma and leadership qualities during the course. Going to Cadet Officer Emmanuel Osei. Cadet Officer Emmanuel Osei was born in 1977 from Kwewu Obome. He possesses certificate in private secretaryship and a Bachelor of Science Accounting option from the University of Professional Studies, Accra. The next award goes to Cadet Officer Richard Lazarus Akoli. He emerges as the best masked man for course 50. Cadet Officer Lazarus is married to Madam Comfort Akoli. He is blessed with 3 children. He started his basic education at Topias Methodist Primary School and proceeded to Asamankese Secondary School and completed in 1993 as the best science student. He joined the Ghana Police Service and passed out in February 1999 at Akufo-Addo Police Training Depot. He has great experience in criminal investigation and has been a detective for over 23 years. He holds a diploma in public administration from GIMPA and a Bachelor of Science in strategic communication from the African University College of Education. He is Russian trained in weapon handling and tactics, and during his training at Russia Institute of Improvement and Professional Skills, Moscow, Russia, he emerged as the best detective and best masked man. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next award, Best in Command and Drill, going to Cadet Officer Alison Raji Atuluk. The award, Best in Command and Drill, sponsored by Africano Company. They're donating 1 laptop and an amount of 10,000 Ghana cedis, with support from Macfarlotto and Ayale Farms, donating a fridge. Springs Unlimited donated 1 gas cooker, Bramfarm Enterprise donated a stabilizer, and Collins Real Estate donated an amount of 1,200 cedis. Best in command and drill going to Cadet Officer Alison Raji Atuluk. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the overall best cadet officer, Cadet Officer Ernest Kofi.
The profile of best cadet Ernest Kofi. Cadet Officer Ernest Kofi was born on the 15th day of July 1982 to Madam Sarah Acha, a trader from Ebukru in the Western region, and the late Kusi Asabre from Eburansa in the Central region. He started his basic education at the Buonsa DC Primary in the Western region and completed GSS in 1996. He then proceeded to Takwa Senior School, where he obtained his secondary education certificate in the year 2000. He was enlisted into the Ghana Police Service on 1st December 2001 and trained at the Regional Police Training School, Winneba. He passed out on 15th May 2002. He was posted to Kase Police Station in the Dangwe East District of the Greater Accra region. He was later attached to the CID at the station. He has been working diligently at the Criminal Investigation Department for the past 18 years. Prior to this career progression, he was transferred to the Legal and Prosecution Department at the National Police Headquarters. In September 2020, Cadet Officer Ernest Kofi participated in the competitive entrance examination conducted by the Ghana Police Service under the auspices of the University of Cape Coast for the inspectorate ranks, where he was successful to be part of this batch. On 23rd January 2021, he, together with his colleagues gathering here this morning, reported at the academy to commence the cadets training. He holds numerous certificates, including Diploma in Management Studies, Bachelor of Management Studies, and first degree in law. He was called to the bar in the year 2019. He is also a member of the Ghana Bar Association. Cadet Officer Kofi is married with 4 children. His hobbies include reading, watching documentary on wildlife, and listening to music. He scored a total mark of 679.40 out of 800, with a subject average of 84.93%. In line with the tradition of the Ghana Police Service, I respectfully invite Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, to present the Sword of Honor to the overall best cadet, Ernest Kofi.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the overall best cadet officer, Cadet Officer Ernest Kofi. Congratulations to you, Ernest. He is being presented with a Sword of Honor from His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Congratulations to all award winners. At this moment, I want to respectfully request His Excellency to take his seat. Thank you, sir.
Award! Readers! Fallen!
Congratulations going out to Cadet Officers Emmanuel Osei, Alison Rajiatuluk, Richard Lazarus Akoli, and other awards to be presented later. Best in Social Sciences, which will go to Cadet Officer Malaika Jibril Al-Hassan. Best in Police Subject, Cadet Officer Ernest Kofi. Best in Law Subject, Cadet Officer Ernest Kofi. The 50th Cadet Officers Graduation Ceremony here at the National Police Training School, Tesano-Accra. Today, Friday the 1st of October, 2021. A beautiful Friday morning. Shortly, I will invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankore Akufo-Addo, to give us his address. Until that time, we want to acknowledge each and every one of you present here and those of you at home watching us on the various channels. We say a very big thank you on behalf of the Acting Inspector General of Police and the Chairman of the Planning Committee for supporting us this morning. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, please help me welcome the review officer for this morning's parade, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, to give us his address.
Greater Accra Regional Minister, Minister for Defense, the Acting Inspector General of Police, the Chief of Defense Staff, the Chief of Vice Staff, the Director General of the Prison Service, Commissioners of Police, Commandant of the Ghana Police Academy, retired Inspector Generals of Police and Commissioners of Police, retired Commissioner of Police, Togbe Sri III, Awomefia of Malo, and the other traditional rulers, senior officers, men and women of the police service, officer cadets, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be here for the graduation ceremony of the 50th Cadet Officers Course into the Senior Officer Course of the Police Service. I say a big aiko to the 129 officer cadets who are graduating today. And I commend them also for the spectacular drills they have put up. I must admit that one of the highlights of my presence at any of the graduation ceremonies of our security services is the skillful display of drills that are always put up. This morning's drill and the tunes from the band rank among the very best. Congratulations are in order to the Commandant of the Police Academy, Assistant Commissioner of Police Nida Koofe Lomute, for this display and for the completion of the training program, which by all accounts has been a success. Ladies and gentlemen, the most important things of a nation are the peace and safety of its people and its territorial integrity. Article 200, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the Republic states, and I quote, "The police service shall be equipped and maintained to perform its traditional role of maintaining law and order," unquote. The ultimate goal of this provision is to ensure explicitly that the ordinary citizen feels safe and can go about his or her everyday life free from the fear of crime and insecurity. The police service is further mandated by the Police Service Act of 1970, Act 350, to prevent and detect crime, apprehend offenders, and maintain the safety of persons and property. The effective execution of this mandate is premised on building a professional police service that is accountable, responsive, transparent, and trustworthy, and which accommodates the concerns of the general public that it serves. We want to go back to the good old days of policing, where people felt that all the efforts of the police were geared towards making their lives more comfortable. It is gratifying to note that the 2020 Global Peace Index report, compiled and released by the Institute of Economics and Peace, ranked Ghana as the second most peaceful country in sub-Saharan Africa, after Mauritius. Such a positive global outlook identifies our country as a peaceful destination for sound investments, and all of us, including the police and the citizenry, should be encouraged by such an assessment. In spite of this, we all know that we have quite some way to go towards becoming number one on the rankings. Currently, the traditional challenges to security, such as chieftaincy conflicts, land disputes, religious intolerance, ethnic animosities, and political rivalry, are being compounded by contemporary threats like drug and human trafficking, proliferation of small arms and light weapons, armed robberies, cybercrimes, and activities of nomadic herdsmen. Today, the challenges to Ghana's security are numerous, complex, and sometimes quite unpredictable. I'm aware the recent incidents of violent crimes in some parts of the country have generated safety and security concerns from several sections of the public. I want to assure Ghanaians that the police service, and indeed all the other security services, are determined to deal decisively with the threats posed by dangerous criminals and criminal syndicates. We can help them succeed in this endeavor if we urge the police and the other security services on and give them as much support and cooperation in the fight as we can. Government, in recognition of the difficulties and dangers confronting police personnel in the discharge of their duties, remains committed to resourcing the service by the provision of adequate personnel and logistics to enable them deliver on their mandate. To this end, since I came into office in January 2017, a total of 568 vehicles, including 15 operational buses, have been presented by government to the service, a feat unprecedented in its history. Apart from the existing formed police unit FPU in Accra, an additional 22 light armored vehicles have been procured for use by the FPUs to be established in November in the northern Upper East and Ashanti regions. In the next 1.5 years, FPUs will be established in the remaining regions that do not have FPUs. 200 motorbikes have also been distributed to members of the Community Policing Initiative to boost the presence of the police in our communities. Modern communication equipment and 4,500 fragmentation jackets have been procured and delivered to the service to protect officers and help ensure effective policing. The police service will take delivery of 3 helicopters, made up of 2 Gazelle light attack helicopters and 1 Airbus 350 helicopter in November this year to enhance its work. Hangars for them, located in the National Police Training School, have been completed, and 6 officers who will fly these helicopters have completed their training in South Africa. At the beginning of my mandate in 2017, there were 800 CCTV installations in the country for surveillance. At the end of my first term, that figure had gone up to 6,500. And by the end of the year, another 3,500 would have been added, making a total of almost 11,000 in the country. Government has strengthened the cybercrime fighting capabilities of the service through the setting up of a Computer Emergency Response Team CERT Center at the National Communications Authority. The Ministry of the Interior has procured 3 Alligator Silver boats to help fortify security along the country's maritime waters. This has been done in fulfillment of the pledge I made to expand and resource the Marine Police in order to help them work with the Ghana Navy to protect inter alia our offshore oil and gas installations. The Criminal Investigations Department, CID, has been equipped with a digital forensic laboratory, and for the first time in the history of the department, crime officers are given a monthly allowance to support their investigations. We've retooled the CID Forensic Science Lab. The CID building has also now become disability friendly, and there is continuous training of CID officers. On addressing the housing needs of the service, the construction of 320 housing units at the National Police Training School is at an advanced stage of completion. Work is ongoing on the construction of a barracks at Kwabenya to replace the one adjacent to the DVLA at 37, which is not fit for purpose. A new mechanical workshop for the service is also being constructed at Boshe near Hacho. In addition to the yearly increments of salaries for all police personnel, Government has placed them, like the other members of the security services, under the Cap 30 pension scheme. Clearance has been given for the police service to recruit some 5,000 more personnel to augment the manpower base of the service in a bid to meet the recommended UN police-civilian ratio of 1 to 500. Prior to this, a total of 4,000 persons were recruited into the police service from 2018 to 2020. The recruitment processes have been improved with an online application system, which is built to eliminate irregularities often associated with such exercises, giving every qualified Ghanaian youth who wishes to join the police a fair chance of being enlisted. I am excited about the collaboration, the first of its kind, taking place between the Police Academy and the University of Cape Coast, which has resulted in the award by the university of a Diploma in Security Services to members of Cadet Course 50 and to future graduates of the Academy. The education received is intended to mold thoroughly the character of all officers on parade, which must be reflected in the performance of their work as they assume leadership positions across the country. I thank the University of Cape Coast for this partnership and appeal to the other security services to emulate this laudable initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, while government does its utmost to equip, resource, and retool the police services, it is important that discipline prevails throughout the service. This is a charge I give the Acting Inspector General of Police and the entire police administration. Without discipline and effective supervision, winning public confidence and support to fight crime will be very problematic. The prevention and detection of crime are shared responsibilities between the police and the public, and mutual respect, confidence, and support are required to achieve these goals. I cannot end without reiterating the support of government and I for the recent actions taken by the Acting Inspector General of Police, George Akufo-Addo, which are eliciting strong backing from the population. He has so far vindicated my decision to repose trust in him to hold this high office. I am confident that once the necessary processes are completed, which I am sure will be soon, he will become our nation's 23rd Inspector General of Police. To our new cadet officers who will shortly become senior officers, I advise you to step out as agents of change. The training you have undergone should have imbibed in you the values of commitment to discipline, duty, hard work, and integrity. I am hopeful that you will bring to bear the knowledge you have acquired to project positively the image of the police service. Discharge your responsibilities professionally and live above reproach. I commend all award winners, particularly Cadet Officer Ernest Kofi, for emerging as the best cadet officer. It is a well-deserved accolade. I expect him, and indeed all the other award winners, not to get carried away by their achievements, but rather to be spurred on to reach even greater heights in their careers as officers of the Ghana Police Service. And once again, to my learned friend, Ernest Kofi, Aiko. May I, in conclusion, ask all of you to be upstanding as I formally make these pronouncements. By the powers vested in me as President of the Republic, I hereby appoint the 6 officer cadets and 123 cadet officers to the ranks of Superintendent of Police, Deputy Superintendent of Police, and Assistant Superintendent of Police into the Senior Police Officer Corps of the Ghana Police Service. May God bless the Ghana Police Service. May God bless the police. And that's all. And may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, His Excellency, for that wonderful address. To you, cadet officers, now Assistant Superintendent of Police, step out as agents of change and leave above reproach.
Mr. President, parade over. May I have your permission to march off the parade, Mr. President? Thank you, Mr. President.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, cadets of Officer now Assistant Superintendent of Police, Alison Rajia Tuluk has sought permission from His Excellency, the Review Officer, to this moment acknowledge the presence of Assam.
National salute! Present!
I want to acknowledge the presence of Inspector Generals of Police retired C. Olamte, Mr. C.K. Duwanu, Mr. Owusu Poku, Mr. Mohammed Al-Hassan, Mr. David Asantia-Petu, and Mr. James Opon Bueno, and of course some commissioners of police retired, Mr. Boache Apia, Mrs. Joanna Osei Poku, and Mr. David Ampa Benyin. We have the parade march off the parade grounds for the second part of this ceremony. Once again, we want to acknowledge and say a very big thank you to all of you who contributed in different ways to make this program a success. The 50th Cadet Officers Graduation Ceremony here at the National Police Training School, Tesano-Accra. I want to specially acknowledge the presence of Commissioner of Police retired, Mrs. Beatrice Zakpa Vebzanziri. And Mrs. ACP Dakwa, the first police woman assistant commissioner of police.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are reminded that even though we are excited, we are not allowed to throw powder, handkerchief, or any other substance on the officers as they march off parade.
On behalf of the Acting Inspector General of Police and the Chairman of the Planning Committee, Commissioner of Police, Mr. Patrick Atampuri Akogo, Director General, National Protection Directorate, Ghana Police Service, and on behalf of committee members of the Planning Committee, I want to say a very big thank you. Indeed, no event can be successful without people who dedicated their time and resources to make sure everything, and I mean everything, is faultless. This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. A special thank you going first and foremost to God, who has made this day possible for all of us, to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. We say a very big thank you, sir. We are grateful. We are thankful. We appreciate your time, your word of advice, and presence here at the 50th graduation ceremony of this cadet officers, now Assistant Superintendents of Police. To Ministers of State, to the Acting IGP and the Police Administration, to the Service Commanders, the Planning Committee members, the media, our sponsors, the rank and file of the various security services, the Police Mounted Squadron, the Police Band, the teaching and non-teaching staff of the Police Academy, the National Public Affairs Directorate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may we please rise for the police march. Ghana's police band has domesticated Pentecostal songs on a pen drive, going for a cool amount of 50 Ghana cedis. You please see any member of the band for your copy. This is a musical domestication band. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's been an impressive, brief ceremony, the 50th graduation ceremony here at the National Police Training School. We have been your commentators. My name, DSP Juliana Obey, Director, Public Affairs, Greater Accra Regional Police Command. I am the nation's capital police bureau. I have been supported this morning by ASP Victor Kofi Dosu. We'll see you again somewhere another time. Do have a pleasant Friday afternoon and a great weekend. Thank you once again. God bless Ghana. God bless Ghana Police Service. God bless all of us. Good morning.